All right, Ducks hockey and more is back. It's all about Ducks hockey, and it's also about the other 31 teams in the NHL and just hockey talk in general. Today, we're talking about the Vancouver Canucks and how embarrassing they've been as of late. So stick around. All right, so Ducks hockey and more is talking the Vancouver Canucks. I don't. Let me just start off by saying I've been watching. I'm getting up there in years. I've been watching hockey since the early '90s. Okay, and there's lots of dramatic things that do happen in any major sports league. The NHL, though, not so much. But this has got to be probably up there at one of the top embarrassing moments for me as a hockey fan of the NHL in specific. What the Vancouver Canucks have done as of late, specifically around Bruce Boudreau, and the way they've handled that whole situation it's just embarrassing. I can't believe that they're not an organization that's been around as long as they have and has a reputation, within their fans, within their Canadian hockey team, all that. You wrap it all up, and it's just like, what the hell? I don't know. So let's just jump right into it. Everybody knows, if they're into hockey and getting reports left and right and getting, they know Bruce Boudreau, the Vancouver's former head coach, was just recently fired this morning. And Rick Tochett has already been named as his replacement and the new head coach in Vancouver. Here's what really bugs me the most. Okay, is Bruce Boudreau is a good NHL coach. They're off to a bad season this year. They had a rough start, and they never really could bring it around. Okay, any head coach is always on the chopping block. Especially for a team like Vancouver, and Canadian teams, big time, because of the market up there. But quite honestly, he hasn't even been given a chance. He came in at the end of the year last year for Trent Green, replaced him, and turned the entire season around. I think it was only 2 points away from making the playoffs. He turned their whole season around, had a great record in Vancouver last year to end the season, and just missed the playoffs. So this season comes around, and of course the Vancouver Canucks and their team, NHL, their fans, everybody are looking at it and going, okay, Vancouver had such an amazing year at the end of the year there. They're going to be good. They're going to be good. And so obviously a lot of disappointment in the fact that they did not come out of the gate firing, and things just never really got going. But to put this on Bruce Boudreau's plate and say, hey, this was, is just wrong. It's just wrong. And the way they've handled this in Vancouver is wrong. Just straight up. It's embarrassing. It's disgraceful. I don't know. I could get more verbal assaults towards them, and say a lot of things, but pretty much it's embarrassing, really, to sum it up. The fact that Bruce Boudreau and the hockey community knew that he was going to get let go, and they knew and already leaked out that it was going to be Rick Tochett as his replacement before it even happened. Give me a break. That right there alone is just like, dude, give the guy some dignity and some respect. If you're going to fire him at this point in the season, well, that's fine if that's what you want to do, but don't go leaking out who it's going to be and all that stuff and saying, oh, your last game is going to be this guy. It's just embarrassing. The guy was emotional. If you watch the interview with him following the last game against Edmonton, which was a loss, they lost to the Edmonton Oilers 4-2, but he was emotionally very upset. Even coming to tears. Bruce Boudreau obviously is a very passionate guy. He's a proud guy, and from what I understand in interviews, not only with Bruce but with the players specifically, they all love Bruce. He's a great guy in the locker room. They have a lot of respect for him. So, this is not Bruce's fault, but why make it look like it is? This to me, this is not Bruce Boudreau's doing as far as the Vancouver's downfall this season. This is the players. I think this is one of those situations where you got to put a lot of the emphasis and the blame on the players. They just couldn't pull it together. Okay, it's not like Bruce Boudreau changed his coaching tactics and systems and all that this year. Okay, Bruce is Bruce. He has his system. He has the systems he goes with, and what's consistently always been a winning system. The guy's record. Okay, check this out. Okay, this is Bruce Boudreau. He has an overall record. This is regular season, okay, for Bruce Boudreau. 1,087 games, okay, 617 wins, and only 342 losses. So he's almost, 300. He's almost twice as many wins as he has losses. But 617 wins to 342 losses. My God, people, that's great in just over 1,000 games. That's a good coach. That's a really good coach. Okay, compare that to a schmuck like Dallas Eakins in Anaheim. Okay, I mean, Bruce Boudreau knows what he's doing. His playoff record is where Bruce kind of has struggled. In 90 games for the playoffs, 43 wins and 47 losses. So the only part of his coaching career that he has not been able to get over that hump is winning a cup, obviously, or being really good and going far in the Stanley Cup playoffs. He's just kind of struggled. Any team he's played for that's gone to the playoffs has struggled once postseason rolls around. But he has coached the Washington Capitals, the Anaheim Ducks, the Minnesota Wild, and now the Vancouver Canucks. Okay, so only those 4 teams, the Vancouver Canucks being the shortest term. Washington, he played 5 seasons, winning records. Ducks, 5 seasons, winning records. You know what I mean? Like he's good. Minnesota, I think he had 3 or 4 seasons there, winning records. I mean, he is a winning coach in this league. He has 4 times in his coaching career. 4 times. I'm sorry, I'm only 2 up. 4 times in his coaching career has he hit 50 wins or more. 2 with Anaheim and 2 with the Capitals. Dude, people, that's a good coach. It's not like he again, like I said before, it's not like he just changed all of a sudden and now he sucks. No, he is a winning coach. Vancouver did not give him enough time to get it together. Now, maybe this season was just not going the right way, whatever. So you tweak the team. Obviously, the roster isn't working. Tweak it, figure it out. Talk to the coaching staff. Talk to the people that you need to talk to, and tweak the team. I mean, my God, Bo Horvat has been on trade rumor talk, and he's going to get dealt before the trade deadline all season long, pretty much. You know what I mean? And he's having a career year. There are other players in the Vancouver organization that will probably get moved. Luke Shen, these guys are. So you tweak the roster, and you continue to stick with Bruce. He hasn't done you wrong. I just don't get it. I feel like Vancouver really screwed up in this, and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. My mouth specifically is just, it's like, fuck Vancouver. That's just bullshit what they did. Oh shit, I just lost my light. Be back in a second. Okay, so we're back. Some technical difficulties there, a little bit not quite as bright in here. I lost my studio photo light. It just kind of burnt out right in the middle of the thing there. You obviously just saw that, but we're gonna keep going. So look, hey, really, I don't have a whole lot else to say about this situation. There's a lot out there already because it happened this morning. And so, there you go. Bruce Boudreau is no longer the Vancouver Canucks head coach. Rick Tochett has replaced him. Summarizing what I just talked about, I'm super embarrassed. I just think it's ridiculous how Vancouver handled this. Really bad. I don't think as a player I would want to be a part of that organization, and as a player who, let's say somebody said, hey, we want to sign, Vancouver says, I want to sign you. I'd kind of be like hesitant to say yes, you know what I mean? Just because of their history, management-wise, isn't good, people, isn't good. So Vancouver needs to figure their shit out, okay? Straight up. So, yeah, listen, thanks for watching. I wanted to talk about this, and I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking it out. Go down, subscribe, leave me comments. Let me know what you guys think about the Vancouver situation and Bruce Boudreau and the Rick Tochett and how he was treated. A real quick side note, I, as an Anaheim Ducks fan, would absolutely love to see Pat Verbeek go out and say, you know what, Bruce, come on back to Anaheim. Okay, here's why. Bruce Boudreau is a winning coach. He has a winning record as a coach. And the Ducks desperately need a good, seasoned, experienced, proven coach for this team. And Dallas Eakins, I've said it before, and everybody that watches this channel knows, I cannot stand Dallas Eakins. In fact, I was probably the first one that started the whole Fire Dallas Eakins movement, okay, at least this season. I'm sure it's been going on for a while, but this season has just been, in a nutshell, ridiculous. And it all comes down to that man behind the bench, Dallas. So screw that guy, get him out of there, and bring in a guy like Bruce Boudreau. Absolutely, okay? Absolutely. So Pat Verbeek, you're probably not watching, but if you are watching, go out and get Bruce Boudreau. He's probably... we'll say, and I don't know how many are available that I would even consider, but he was probably in the top 2 or 3 coaches that are going to be available right now and into the offseason, in my opinion, that the Ducks and Pat Verbeek should go after. So anyways, we're going to leave it on that. Thanks for watching, guys. Stick around for the next video coming out probably tomorrow for some trade rumors, because I love talking trade rumors, and there's a whole lot more heating up. So I'm going to talk some more about that. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.